Say something. Say hi.
Say hi. You gotta say hi. That's how we do
Donde
this.
está el baño, por favor?
It's that way.
Direction. Welcome to the CMG podcast, Casual Misfits Gaming, episode number 30. I can't look at its honor. Ask what it is. We know it's Trente, right? Trente. I don't know. He'd probably say something like Trace 0.
Yes.
So, I am Matt Rojas, a.k.a. the Dread Pirate. With me is a newbie to the podcast. He's been in the chat many times, and because Zoner couldn't be here, we have Exlorian.
I was actually just here by proxy. They didn't have a plan for this.
Suckered him on.
Yeah.
Chris Exlorian, thanks for coming in.
I'm gonna need my 15% after
15% Royals.
Well, 50% Royals.
15% of nothing, please.
Yeah. Okay. And then next to him,
Hello. I'm Ate Rojas, also known as No Jeans.
no jeans.
Bearded Bandit.
Robert didn't do it.
He didn't. He's. I looked at him to cue him, and he said, hold on, because he's busy doing something. I think he's trying to put his camera
He's trying to
on
make
the
himself
screen.
look pretty.
But on the production side, we have, wait for it.
No. What do you
Rob
mean?
Dog.
There he is.
Robert.
There we go.
You mean Mute Dog
Mute
1991?
dog. Now, hey, I'm
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, so.
Yes, we gotta go there.
So-
Okay, let's go there. We're going there. Let's go there.
Before we start with how our weeks have been, we're a little late on the podcast because we thought we had everything good, and then we couldn't hear Robert's mic. He was freaking out. he was he was going through all the settings. He was testing on troubleshooting. He was doing everything for about 15 minutes, and then Ati looked down at his line, the cable, and he said, "Is your mute on?" He's all, "No," and he looks down and he clicks it, and it was off, and we started dying. We couldn't breathe. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
Damn
was
it,
it
Ate.
amazing?
Actually, Claw, it wasn't a hair transplant. I took a time machine.
Why did we do that? Claw say it was a hair transplant?
Claw said it was a transit. Yep,
Oh
Zoner.
my god.
In fact, I am now 30 years younger. And
shorter for some reason.
Yeah,
too.
and shorter.
Very, much shorter.
Yes.
Much shorter.
That's amazing.
Yeah, science works miracles.
Yeah. What's that hair growth?
Rogaine.
No, the other one.
Rogaine?
Well, yeah, Rogaine, but the actual surgery
I don't know. Hair transplant.
starts with a B.
It's called a wig, right?
I mean, we can go with wig, sure.
Is it the Bolin Institute or something?
Something, but you're on the right track.
Something like that.
Not Boeing. They
Boeing.
make planes.
Planes and
That's
trains and
approved.
cars.
So,
So, all right. Trying to get back to the swing of things. I was obviously
I'm a
in action.
disappear for a little.
disappear.
bye, Robert.
Go away. Wait. There we go.
Wow, it faded out too. That's nice.
Yeah, we have
I
transitions.
added a fade effect to
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
powers.
he's got magic
It'd be
hands.
better if it just cut to black. Like, all right, bye guys, and just a little black square right.
All
where
right,
Robbie's
so
face.
this is the CMG podcast. We talk video games of all sorts, whether it is on PS4, Xbox One, Switch,
Yeah.
or Ati doesn't talk about the Switch.
I'll say
Not until
Uh,
Metroid comes out.
Not till Metro comes out, or the PC. We all play all formats, all platforms. So even mobile. That's me and Rob Dog.
yeah.
Yeah, I play mobile too.
I play.
Oh,
Hearth-
and you. Okay.
I play
fine.
Hearthstone, but that's about it.
Well, see, you play mobile
Yeah.
games.
But
So-
Hearthstone's fun. I've been getting into Hearthstone again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play you, Ate.
It's like a watered down magic for me.
Yeah.
But
You're watered down.
Speaking of which, on Twitch Prime you get 2 premium card backs.
yay! I don't play the game.
Yay.
So,
Fine.
yeah. So we talk everything. We play everything. And no, we're not professionals. But if you like what we do, we make you laugh. If we make you cry, if we offend you, if we pay attention to the podcast.
Sorry, we're just playing footsie over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can follow us on Twitter at CMG_Gamecast, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Casual Misfits Gaming. And let's get into it. How have you guys' weeks been? What games have you been playing? Start with Exploring.
Destiny.
Destiny. It's all about, as you can tell, we're a little Destinied out here. We got a Ghost. We got a, this is from the Collector's Edition pack, right?
Yes, unfortunately.
It's like the Super Collector's Edition, like the Uber.
So they give you a
Well,
stick.
it comes with a backpack. What else? Show us the
Oh,
backpack.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a premium leather It's Hawthorne's backpack.
And today, Tom, for only $300, you can acquire this bag.
Dang it, I was gonna price it right, and like figure out how much it costs.
The over under.
Yeah, over under.
Okay, well, guess the cost of production.
$10.
15. And 2 Chinese children.
We'll get 5 cents of that.
Yeah.
How much did it cost?
300. What he said.
After shipping and taxes, yes. But
Gosh.
the price of it before is $249.99.
Claw
Jeez.
wants to know, what about Vita? Do we play Vita? We do play the Vita.
Well, that's on.
And Ate has
Yeah.
a Vita. He says you don't play Xbox. That's not true. He says mostly cry and offend. That is true. We mostly make people cry and we offend them.
Well, some of us.
Some of us.
Exploring.
Okay, you know what? This isn't the Crucible, guys. You don't need to beat on me.
So you've been playing a lot of Destiny. What else? That's it?
Rainbow
You've
Six
already-
Siege. A lot of Rainbow Six.
Oh, there you go.
Because the new
Always
operators came out.
Oh, Operation Health is now over.
It is not over. It is continuing throughout. I honestly don't remember what it was called.
Okay.
But basically, what they're doing is releasing everything slowly and patching with time.
Hilty says y'all need to be playing the new Atari 2600. The new Atari box looks sick. I'm excited for that.
I mean, I get the.
It's like going to be a Steam box, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, but is it just the old games or the?
No, it's like a Steam box. Like so they have the old one they're making, like the flashback,
Okay.
and they have a new console that they're making. I think it's supposed to be kind of like that Steam format kind of thing. They haven't announced a whole lot on it, but
Yeah, but if you have a computer, what's the point?
So can I download Nintendo Classic games on my Atari box?
no, but you can on your Switch.
I mean,
All right, so no jeans. What games have
Yeah.
you been playing? How's your week been?
Weeks. Busy. Lots of driving this week, even more so than usual.
You never.
Now, played a lot of PUBG, a lot of Destiny, and I want to say there was something else I played, but I forget. I think it was just those 2 games.
Mary Kate and Ashley, Dolphin Adventures.
The one, the one on the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, I still play that every night.
it's also on PS2.
I was
Okay, by
kidding.
the way, I
I
made
was-
up a game.
yeah, and
Why
I
do you
was-
know that it was a real? All I know is that there was Mary Kate and Ashley games, and Dolphin Adventures sounded like a thing.
So Matt, you want to talk about how I gave you Destiny 2 then?
Oh, we could talk about that. So the reason
Wait,
this
what?
guy has,
Dang.
yeah, this guy, the reason he bought, so the reason I have Destiny, because I was gonna buy it, was he calls me on launch day.
Uh-huh.
Goes, "Have you paid for Destiny yet?" I'm like, "No, I'm gonna go pick it up at GameStop in a few minutes." And he's like, "Don't buy it." Okay, I just found the collector's edition. It was only 300. I said,
Only.
"Only 300?"
Only
I
300.
was like, "Only 300?" And he's all, "Yeah, so I bought it, so you can have this one." Which, thank you. So now I have Destiny and the season pass.
So have you played it yet?
Yeah. But we'll talk about that. How was your week?
Okay.
Yeah, but what game?
Uh,
You finished everything? Okay.
Yeah, I was just playing PUBG and Destiny. That's it.
That's it?
I mean, those are 2 good
No,
games.
no good stories?
Just random,
All right.
yeah,
All right.
nothing major. I mean, we played it for our game night. That was fun.
And then Hilty wants to know if it's Raspberry Pi with an old Atari case. I'm not sure. They haven't announced a whole lot. We don't know if they're going to have
Excuse
new
me.
Atari games on it or anything that's not.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bless you.
Thank you.
It'll be a rhubarb pie.
Rhubarb pie. I hate rhubarb
Claw
pies.
wants to know, the question is, why don't I get that copy? Because it's mine. And you got a season pass instead of giving it away? Yes. Next question. Robert, how was your week? And what games have you been playing?
So I got 30 more minutes in of The Last of Us.
Did you
I
really?
actually did. I put some
I was
more
not
in,
expecting
so
that.
It was weird. And then I remembered
This
that
just
you
in.
play Destiny.
Okay.
If I'm
I had a
being
good time on Destiny though.
I didn't get to join.
It was difficult. It's not super low level. It was level you could possibly be to be.
Oh, yeah.
But it was a lot of fun still. I learned that attacks are. So that
Well,
was-
because
In most games.
yeah, well, in Crucible they scale your. Actually, they just drop all the level.
The Healthy says, fix your mic,
I
Robert.
don't know what's wrong with my mic.
Probably because it was
off my face.
Off your face.
Yeah.
Off your head. Off your dome.
It might just be the sound capture not working.
All right. So
apologize.
you hit the Last of Us, the Destiny, anything
Got
else?
a little bit of Destiny. Played some PUBG yesterday. Looked at the guns. Kind of
Okay.
fun. They have a Tommy gun.
That was awesome.
And, as Matt made sure I knew, that it's very, custom to not have a sight on a Tommy gun. So you
Actually, he
cannot
gave
put-
me more crap than I did.
Oh, you
I
cannot put a sight on this gun at all. So it's
Yeah,
like,
I said, well, that
essentially
makes
an
sense.
SMG
And he was
without-
like, yeah, Tommy gun. That doesn't have. He went more on
Yeah,
than
I
I
just
did.
went crazy about that. But yeah, no sights on that gun, but the rate of fire is really insane. They added a sniper that uses 5.56.
This is the Ruger Mini 14.
There we go. That's what.
Semi-auto.
They were
We
gonna
knew
ask you, and I'm like, which one? What is it?
Yeah, it's a Ruger Mini 14, and it shoots 5.56 semi-auto. It's got
More
a
for like the intervention.
Yeah.
from-
yeah. It's like
Only got like one fire rate sniper,
yeah.
Sniper.
Well, it's a DMR. It's not a sniper rifle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thought it was a
Own one.
sniper in the.
Duh. Robert.
No, no,
I don't-
It's a DMR, which basically means a designated marksman rifle.
Okay,
So it's not meant for like long distance sniping, but it's meant for accurate shots.
got it.
Yeah.
Got it. That makes.
Good ass song.
One, I'll take.
What else?
Not a
Robert?
Mini 14, but I own the Car
I'm gonna
98.
try and fix my mic in a bit.
Oh boy.
I can see it's kind of leveling in and out, but
What
I
don't
played
you
that.
own?
I played Gears again. Oh, I got my first 83% on Gears. Pissed me the fuck off. Sorry,
Oh, yeah,
sorry
that
about
would-
my language.
that
But
would
it
piss
was
me
really
off, too.
like I hit him in the head with the Nasher, and then I die, and I see the 83%. I'm like, oh my god.
Welcome to Gears.
It's like, oh my god, it happened.
Yep.
I've seen all the memes, and it happened. So that was fun.
Would just like to say hello to your mother in chat.
Oh
yeah,
yes.
we have Mooney Girl, Elasno, Nihilti, FaZe is back.
Yeah,
and-
phased. Oh man,
hello.
I hope you
If
come
you're
by
new to the
today, Phased.
podcast, the reason we're responding to people that aren't here that you can't hear is because we have a cool little Twitch chat. We are streaming live right now, filming live, and then what you get if you're listening later on is the recorded version of it
Robert, what
on
is it?
YouTube, iTunes, or SoundCloud.
Is that
Yeah,
a
what's up?
dead dog?
What is that?
That's my friend Brutrosity's streamer that
Uh-huh.
I game with sometimes.
Yeah.
He got the affiliate program.
Yeah.
And he got a sub button, and so now he has this emote of his dog.
I don't
It's
know
like a
how
Care
I feel
Bear.
about that.
It's-
It's a dead
No,
dog.
it's,
Yeah, that's a
it's
little
supposed
weird.
to be so when you die in game, you spam
Yeah.
that emote. But it's
I mean-
adorable. Come on. Cute.
You're
He-
saying a
he-
dead dog's adorable here.
He has a thing that says "rip" underneath him, and his
Yeah.
eyes are crossed out like he's dead.
He's
How's
dead,
that
yeah.
cute?
It's obvious because it's for use when you die or say something like, wow.
Yeah.
But you call that cute?
Anyways,
I do. It's adorable. God damn.
let's keep moving. So what did I play? Can you get a certain video queued up?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That'd be great. What did I do? I moved. That's why I wasn't here last Saturday.
Oh, do you want
And
to talk about that now?
yeah, Nihilti was Nihilti is our buddy Cameron. He helped me out. Thanks, bud. And what else? I played some games, very little. Like I played 2 missions of Destiny. And I
Okay.
got just to the point where maybe 3 missions actually. Just the point where okay, Crucible's open and all of that
So
stuff.
you got to the
is-
farm and everything.
Yeah, well, you get to the farm before that gets unlocked. You
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
go then find the shard and all that crap, and it's really freaking awesome.
Yeah, no, it's a fun game.
It's good. I mean, I'm sitting there and like it pulled me in, and what was really cool about it was Jude, who watched me play Destiny 1, but he was younger, so he doesn't remember much of it. He was still really excited about this, and he sat there the whole time sitting next to me and watching it. And this shouldn't be a spoiler because it's in the trailer. I think of the trailers they released, the cinematic trailer they released and everything.
Hmm.
The end of the first mission for you.
Okay.
Get knocked.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
Okay, so I don't think this is a spoiler, but it's the first mission. Sorry if it is for you guys. When he kicks him off
Okay.
the platform.
Well, that's in the trailer, yeah.
Yeah, it's in the trailer. Yeah.
Yep.
It's so. Jude was so invested, and he was like excited, and like get this, do that, everything excited. When that happened, literally, it was like looked and he just went, no, and like it was like the Luke Skywalker, right? And he sees it, and he literally starts like getting like the pouty like dog face, like
Yeah.
sad dog face, and he starts like tearing up, like he killed you, Dad, and like he starts freaking. I'm like,
Aw.
let's okay, let's see what happens, and he started crying, and I'm like, Cool. Like he's
No.
really into the story. What's up?
So, just wanted to ask while we were all here on camera. Did
Uh-oh.
anybody else get a little bit steamy-eyed when you got to see your feats from Destiny 1?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't look down. You can see your feet?
No.
Feet.
Your
What?
feats, as in the
Oh!
accomplishments.
I was like,
Your
'cause you couldn't-
accolades,
Yeah,
your
'cause you can
things-
see your knees before. I thought you were literally talking about.
What would you call it? Your feet?
No.
Here,
Oh,
here's my
dude.
feet.
I thought he was.
Dude, this game's graphics are
Have
so
you-
nice. I can see my
Have you
feetsies.
heard this guy speak? I was, All right, so your feet. Yeah.
Oh, God.
So I loved it.
Your achievements.
Yeah, your achievements. That part was really cool. It was.
Yes.
you
My
see-
first thing
Hmm?
was me and Michael finishing the was it the Blood Garden?
Black Garden.
Black Garden together.
Mine was solo because I'm a Banff. I don't need anybody's help. That's what happened there.
Well, I like playing with Michael.
Paul's got a wonderful point here in chat.
Uh oh. What's he saying?
You'll see.
Okay. I can't wait.
Oh.
It's true.
And that's where that
Claw
ego-
says, should explain to him, don't worry, Daddy dies a lot in video games. Claw, you
No.
and me. Let's go.
He will swim over to where you
I will
are.
swim over to you. Now, what else I did over my week was not only do we produce the show, we're actually fans of our show.
We are?
and-
Hope so.
yeah, I mean, I watch it and I laugh even though I know the joke's coming. I laugh and so I actually listen to and watch our podcast after it's done every single time. And I noticed something. Ati's looking at Kershaw.
I'm
did you
just.
notice?
He's trying to pretend he's not here.
Well, I didn't do anything wrong.
You didn't. Well, okay. Robert did less wrong. First off, you guys screw up the intro, so we're just gonna start there. But you guys
I
caught
speak
that.
the truth.
You guys caught that.
Yeah.
The other thing I noticed is there's a term in psychology called transference. It's when you transfer or project from yourself traits, characteristics, opinions, or other things from yourself to other people. And I noticed you guys had this whole debate, or not really debate, but agreement on Destiny being an MMORPG. And Donner, who's not here right now, so you can't defend yourselves, Donner, but I was hoping he was going to be here. If I could put this in,
I'll take
put
up
him
the
on
gauntlet
blast.
for him.
There you go. He started off making a joke saying that, oh, don't let Matt know that this is an MMORPG. He won't agree. And Robert's like, what? It's totally an MMORPG. And Donner's like, yeah, I know.
I'm
He
gonna
was
stop
a-"
you.
And it starts going
Stop
this whole...
for a second.
Yeah.
I said MMO.
Okay.
RPG wasn't
Yeah,
part
yeah,
of it.
yeah,
We
but
never
MMO,
agreed
yeah.
to that. Okay.
So Donner says, no, Matt doesn't think so. Matt doesn't. I think it's an MMO. I've got these checklists. It's this. So the great part about our show is we record it. And Zonner and I have had this exact conversation that he is talking about. I agree, that conversation happened. But it went a little differently,
All right, to go.
if I have to say. So we have a clip, and
Oh.
when you're ready,
All right, guys. Let's
we gotta
cue
be
the
quiet.
lights. Here we
This
go.
is how the conversation actually went.
Here we go.
To get into that. That's a long conversation to have.
That's
Yeah.
probably the most wrong thing you've ever said.
No.
No. There's reason to back that.
Yeah.
I'm with him on that. But no,
I don't
that's-
agree. That's not an MMO.
Okay.
It's got grinding, raids, strikes,
Totally.
and yeah, to me it's an MMO. Yeah, there's the Crucible part of it that makes it a shooter, and then
Right.
there's the shooter element, but it's a shooting MMO RPG.
Well,
that's
It's not.
It's not really
your normal
multi-
PvP.
It's
Well,
not massively
But
multiplayer.
it's some of the best PvP I've ever played.
It's yes.
No, but what I'm saying is it's not the same concept.
what do you mean? I
It's
want to
because
know this.
massively multiplayer online
Mhm.
means a lot of people doing.
It's got a lot of people.
Well, sure. So does Call of Duty. It doesn't make
Yeah.
it an MMO.
Mhm.
It's MMOs usually entail that you have a lot of people doing a raid, a lot of people doing a strike, a lot of people doing this one thing. It's not a lot of people when it's only 4 to 5 people.
Yes, but it's talking
Oh,
about
okay, 6.
that refers.
But that's just
to,
a co-op.
MMO refers to a bunch of people playing the same game and doing this.
So, like I said, I don't think we have time to get into all this because this can go for a long
no,
time.
okay, but
So,
still.
I mean, if you go on any of the worlds, there are, any number
Tons of people
that's
playing that
it
are
at
on
the
that
same
server
time
that are playing,
that
and
you can interact with.
yeah,
that you
that's
don't even
that's
know.
exactly how an MMO is.
I
That's
agree.
when
That
you
was,
played
sure.
when you played KOTOR or SWOTOR, It's the exact same thing. You're in a server, you get on a planet, there's so many people, you're all doing your own thing, you're going into strikes, you're doing this. That's an MMO. I'm sorry.
Give me motherfucking money.
Yeah.
They can probably hear you actually. It's pretty receptive.
Yeah, 40-man raids. That's a big. That's a larger.
That's a
than,
massive.
That's
multiplayer online.
yes, that's one element of it is more massive than the other.
Yeah, I would say this is like a multiplayer online RPG, not a massive.
No, because there's okay. We can talk about this forever, but
RPGs in there, yes, but not massive.
I disagree. It's a huge game. How many players?
agree with you.
Yeah, Greg agrees with me.
Yeah.
So we got 2-on-2,
I
and I
agree
got the
with
guy that put 57 hours into it on my side, so I'm taking the win.
Even in that game, you'd have to be in Destiny. You could be in one.
We get into that.
That's
A long conversation to have.
That's
Yeah.
probably the most wrong thing you've ever said.
No.
No. There's
All right,
Alright.
so we think that Robert
Didn't.
watched the whole thing, but we might have transitioned it too soon. That being said, there is recorded proof that
Uh-huh.
yeah,
This is not.
that
gospel.
Zoner
What-
had
what
taken. See, I
exactly
wish
happened?
Zoner was here. So exactly that, because we actually couldn't hear it, but I know what's going on. What actually happened was Claw put in the chat, and they all know it because they heard it.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
really sure. So
Claw said it's not an MMO. I debated with him, and then I debated with Zoner, who told me over and over again it's not an MMO. And I said it is an MMO. And then last podcast, Zoner somehow transfers his opinion to me. And yeah. So Zoner, I'm sorry, but you're the one that said it wasn't an MMO, not me. I've been on the MMO side the whole time. All right, so now that we've gone through,
So
It looks
let's
like,
make it a point too that
Yes.
Matt needed this to happen.
I did.
Like in the podcast meeting, we had our entire podcast planned out, and then at the very end,
we get into
Matt's
that.
like, "Hey,"
That's-
oh, there's
That's a
the
long
background.
conversation to have.
That's probably the most wrong thing.
Anyway, Matt's like, "Hey, we need to put this in." So we had to hunt this video down and cut out this piece.
Well, you didn't have to hunt it down. I did the work.
Oh my god, it was
found
podcast 23. And actually, the funny thing is you knew which podcast it was when you came.
I had
into
already
the
done it.
meeting.
Yeah,
You
I'd
had
already-
that's
yeah,
the funny. You'd
yeah,
already
yeah.
done it. You'd already done the research.
I'd already done the research to find the podcast and find the time where it started. Because I'm like, I know it's somewhere.
These guys are going down.
Yep.
Oh
Your
god.
mother is telling us to move on.
Yeah, your mom doesn't like this anymore.
I want to get into this with.
What do you want? Oh, okay. All right.
So,
Maybe in a little bit. Okay.
That was the longest intro we ever had.
No, we've had longer.
Seriously.
All right, so let's get into this week in gaming. Top selling games of August. Any guesses? Not you, Robert, because you cheated and look at the list.
Yeah.
Top selling.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Let's look. We'll go.
I really
hold
wanna
on.
guess.
I'm gonna think. Top
We'll
selling.
go all platforms.
all platforms.
We'll start there.
I feel like Siege is.
Siege is on there at number 6.
Dragon Ball Z.
What?
Not on there.
I was just wondering. There's a new Dragon Ball Z game.
Is there?
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z Fighter. You can tell about it.
I don't know why I didn't know it came out.
It hasn't come out yet, I don't think.
Definitely everybody's.
How come
golf.
some people are?
Maybe it is out.
Is it out?
Yes.
Oh man. Oh
All right,
man. I know what I'm playing today.
I mean, I would think.
I know
for
exactly.
For
what I'm
August.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
August.
dude, it's Dragon Ball Z. Oh, see, not till February. Dang it, it's in beta. Man.
I don't know.
So the first one should be pretty easy for everybody. Because it happens every year.
Call of Duty.
Oh.
Madden.
Madden. NFL 18, number 1. Now the second one is the one that pisses me off. Royally. It's a good game. It's a fun game.
Wait. Before you say it, Ate, what game did we talk about on the podcast that we thought, oh man?
Huh?
The game that we talked about on our meeting for the podcast. Remember right before we left? We said if this game's on there.
Oh, GTA. Or what?
What game is it, Matt?
It is GTA 5.
Wait,
Number 2
Number
in
2.
August still on all
Number
platforms.
2.
How is this possible?
I think mainly because people watch so many videos on GTA, like on YouTube.
Yeah.
People are making videos and videos and videos and videos of stupid
It's
little
just-
things.
I'm thinking
That
8-year-olds.
it might be actually spurring on the sales.
I mean, that's cool.
And I want to say we have Xbox One to blame because it's number 2 on Grand Theft Auto as well, but it's number 3 on PS4. So it's still like, it's kind of ridiculous. So you got your Madden NFL 18, your Grand Theft Auto 5, Uncharted Lost Legacy coming at number 3, when
you
it
sneezed?
was number
Oh, I didn't hear.
2 on
Trying to muffle it through like.
number 2 on PS4, and Splatoon 2, Legend of Zelda still holding at 5, still holding strong. Rainbow Six, Mario Kart 8, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy is down to number 9 on the all platform.
That's a crime.
It's down to number 4, so
That's still a crime.
It's still,
I
yeah,
mean, 4 on PS4 is pretty good.
yeah, it's
I'm mad about GTA, but that's
Needs to
pretty
be
good.
top 3 just because. I'll just say
Honestly, yeah, I could feel that.
it's like the new Sonic that came out. I can't quite remember. the
Mania.
name.
Oh, yeah,
Sonic
and
Mania.
it's not doing nearly as well as I wanted it to, but still.
All right, PS4. Sorry, I want to say PS4 console sales.
There was a big giveaway.
Want to know why? Because it said PS4 as the title. It says PS4, Xbox One, Switch. So I was switching, but I read the word PS4.
I feel like Switch high.
Well,
Got these fancy charts here.
fancy charts. You can see PlayStation 4 total sales are 62,189,754. Xbox One total sales are 30,611,947, and Switch sales are at 5,386,574.
Wow.
They're actually doing well.
It's really interesting to see it on a chart, and I want to see Claw say anything right now. 'Cause
Claw,
my
say
goodness.
one thing about
Say
how
one
well the
thing about
Xbox
this,
is doing.
Seriously. Wow.
So the orange line is PS4. Is that pink?
It's pink.
Okay,
Chart on the right, yeah, it looks pink, but orange, but yeah.
Yeah.
Chart
Oh,
on the right.
salmon.
salmon.
Salmon color. Yes, it's a salmon color.
Let's go
The
with
green
manual.
line is Xbox, and the blue is Switch. So
Wow.
Yeah.
to look at the second graph, and the Switch starts off really well, then goes.
What does it do, Ate?
Is that the?
Xbox
that's
is
a-
at 40.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to what you said. Which one is the one that goes?
The Switch,
Which one's? That's the pink one?
the blue,
Oh, the blue one.
on the second graph.
Well,
Because
even
the
if
PS
Xbox is at 40, I mean,
Because the PS4 dropped too when the Switch came out, because people were buying the Switch. But then after the drop from the Switch, the PS4 just started going back
Claw
up.
says Xbox is at 40. He keeps using these leaked numbers that he keeps saying, and he's not giving us any actual proof.
I
that
know
it's
a guy
there.
that knows a guy that
I
knows
know
a
a guy. My uncle Vinny said that Xbox going to sell for 40 million.
Whoa.
Claw, you go get some charts.
Get some
Get
charts.
some charts and come back
A
to
last
us.
note says the color might be coral, so we could go with
Coral.
that. Coral.
Okay, the
I
blue.
agree with
the blue's coral.
Coral, yeah.
I like it.
Rip the coral reef.
Okay.
Okay,
Come on,
so
man.
that's just a visual representation. Oh, that kind of stinks for people who are listening too. So
Oh yes. Then the chart clearly shows
yeah,
PS4 leading in total sales.
Yep.
And
Yep.
showing a general lead in monthly sales.
Oh, good. He's gonna
Besides
get black
when-
market charts too.
The Switch comes back into stock.
So basically, we'll
That's-
see, because remember we talked about before about analysts thinking that the Xbox
Your own fault, Faze.
Xbox market share won't actually increase or decrease really with release of the Xbox One X. So we'll see how true that is.
it'll definitely get a
Down the
spike,
line,
but then
yeah.
might just drop off,
Yeah.
much like the Switch. Next thing,
All right, next thing. This is a new game announced. Okami HD. Now you know what it is?
Yes, I remember.
Now you remember. it.
Yes.
Yes, Okami. I never played the game. Ati, you played the game?
uh,
I played the demo. I remember playing the demo back in the day.
yeah, I think I played the demo too, but I always wanted to play it because the art style is very.
Very cool.
It's got the cell shading going on. It's kind of like a Beautiful Joe deal.
That
Yeah.
game was actually pretty terrible.
Which one? Beautiful Joe?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about Okami. I'm like, I hear Okami's amazing.
No. But it's getting a 4K remaster
So it's getting a PS4 remaster.
and a Xbox as well.
Nice. So
Well, I mean,
Xbox One X. That can be 4K.
it looks nice. Looks pretty.
if it was actually out right now, maybe Claw could tell us about the sales that are going on with that one.
With which one?
The Xbox One X. I know Claw has some numbers saying the Xbox One X is better than the PS4. Come on, Claw.
Faces.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I heard there's a CMG talk show game.
Wait.
It's like a battle royales type thing. We all get in a studio like this.
It's like Celebrity Deathmatch?
Yeah, kind of like that. But it's like a
Do this.
It's like a Tekken style Soul Calibur game. You choose
Do
one
we
of
each
us.
get our own character?
Yeah, and you all have your own special powers. Like
Oh,
I got
no.
the defensive gear, so I just like
Wait, for
I
real?
feel like you put
This
too
is
much
a real
thought
thing.
into this. What's going on here?
no, it's really a thing. So, Exlorian, you're like the guy that just jumps in.
And cries.
Yeah, you're the tag team partner. Matthew,
Is it like so it's like a tag team move that we throw him forward and then he looks at them and he gets in the fetal position and start crying and then they
He's
feel
a barrier.
bad for him and
Yeah,
they're
their
like
confidence drops,
oh
you know, like-
I'm sorry and then we just jump in and clock them when their guard is down.
Their
Yeah.
attack, it's a debuff to attack.
Yeah,
yeah, Robert pulls out a computer that turns into a mech.
Nice.
That just like stomps on them.
That's right.
That's
That is
awesome.
right. I'll be that
Um,
guy.
Faye says I bought the PS4 last month, played it 3 times, just collecting dust. That's on you, bro.
That's exactly
I
what
wonder
I said.
what-
when
I wonder
read that
what-
comment. I said that's your fault.
That's
Faze. Like,
that's your fault, Faze.
it's your
Like,
fault.
I wonder
Not
what
our
games
fault,
he
you-
got for
well, he
the.
buys everything on Xbox because all of his buddies are on Xbox.
Yeah,
because he
I
played
mean-
Gears for so long.
Yeah, but did you get
Gears is
any
fun.
like
Yeah,
PS4 only games and by playing them?
yeah. Have you gotten Last of Us, Horizon Zero
Horizon
Dawn?
Zero.
Ford
Zero.
become human?
It's not out
Dude,
yet,
that
but yeah,
game looks good.
looks so amazing.
And nobody really knows about it. Like I've told people, and they're like, "What game? What is that?"
So good.
It's awesome looking.
Okay.
All right, so Okami should be cool. I remember the demo being cool. Never played the full.
It's gonna be I think $20. So
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
And that's probably what the game was when it costed it when it first came out. Actually,
On
Okami,
Xbox, it would be 80.
wasn't Okami on the original PlayStation, or was it? Oh, it was
PS2.
PS2, huh?
PS2, and it
Yes.
was a full title game.
You might
Uh,
actually have it.
Blizzard Esports Arena. Don't know much about this, so tell us about it. No,
I mean, they basically just announced that they're gonna be making a Blizzard Esports Arena in I think Burbank.
an actual place.
I mean, they have like one or two other esports arenas out here. They got the CMG one, and then they
That
have
just keeps making up CMG stuff we have.
yeah, we have the CMG one. Then there's also one in I think Santa Ana.
Santa.
I think that's the EA one. I forget.
But
I
it's
don't
gonna
know.
be cool to have a Blizzard.
It's gonna
one.
be a 50,000
Burbank.
square foot arena.
That's huge.
Pretty
and they said they're
awesome.
gonna have different like arenas too, like little smaller ones open to teams to like practice or do little events and stuff.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I
That's
think it's gonna have
pretty
like
cool.
2 like casting stations and a full production area for streaming and all that. So it's gonna be
Open.
made for esports.
Yeah, October 7th with
Oh,
the
dude, that's coming-
Overwatch
oh, that's so
Contenders
soon.
Season 1 playoffs.
Wow.
And starting October 13th, the Hearthstone Championship, Summer Championship will
How can you
be
do
there.
that? Like, how can you announce something and then 3 weeks later, oh yeah, it's opening?
They must have just kept
Like
it
that's
under wraps.
crazy.
And
Like
then,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Under wrapsness. Like,
By the
man.
way, Aute,
Yeah.
your basement doesn't count as an arena. Just saying.
I don't have a
Talking about-
basement.
So there's a CMG arena coming.
No, we have a CMG
Out there.
arena.
out there.
Our,
You've
our
been here.
esports
See, the
arena
joke right over your head. Whoosh.
where we hold tournaments multiple times.
Who invited this guy?
Yeah.
Nobody likes Chris.
All right, so here's
Nope.
something kind of cool, and
It's already up there, so go.
it's
Whoa.
good for the Xbox people. Well, we all have Xbox. Microsoft has announced that they will be. You got facepalm by Faze.
Based.
They will be allowing compatibility for the for keyboard
Which is
and mouse.
I've been waiting for a console that can actually do this.
Yeah, well, we'll get there. And everybody's excited. And the reason this came about was because they felt that, or their fans have felt that it's unfair advantage with their crossplay that they're playing people with a mouse and keyboard because it is easier to use a mouse and keyboard and aim and all that than it is 2 joysticks, analogs, and console gamers feel that they have a competitive advantage by using. So they have announced that they are allowing compatibility with keyboard and mouse, and that there will be some titles that support it in the future. Basically, 'cause it has to be written into the game,
Yeah.
obviously. What are you gonna say?
So what about for instance, games like Overwatch is very much so against the use of keyboard and mouse.
Well,
in their game.
it will be a developer option
Yeah.
to allow it to be, because you have to write it in your code to work for a mouse and keyboard. So.
And on another note, I believe PlayStation supports keyboard and mouse already.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it might. But that being said, I want to know what you guys kind of think. Is there an advantage? I've seen it personally in Rocket League. It's easier to control how you play with keyboard and mouse. And I know, Robert, you played it Rocket League on
Oh yeah.
on PC. What's the difference? I haven't played on PC, so you tell me.
At least on PC, it seems easier to control yourself when you're in different angles, like upside down or in the air. Like you saw when we were playing on PC that one night, there were a few weird, like odd things I was able to hit because I was on PC. Like I was able to hit these weird angle shots, like off the roof, upside down, because it was just easier to angle the camera.
Yeah.
And that's just it. Like if you play the game with the free open camera on PC, it's really easy to navigate that camera.
Yeah. So there's just different things. I mean.
Hey,
I
look,
think it
someone's
does,
right on track.
but at the same time, we beat people in Rocket League that are from the PC.
You know, if I'm able to do off the wall, way up high off the wall goals, aerial goals with my controller.
Yeah.
It's
good for you. That's awesome.
I agree with FaZe.
I agree with FaZe too.
I like that.
He says, I think it's cool that they implemented that, but I think it defeats the purpose of your Xbox. If you want to use a mouse and keyboard, play on PC.
Bam.
And I agree. Now, there are certain games, I think, that, like RTSs. If there's an
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'd rather play with the mouse and keyboard, but...
I mean, Halo Wars 2, though, or Halo Wars in general, they actually made a really good system for using the controller.
Yeah.
So it's actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah, this was put on our... Milty says, not everyone can keep up with the PC requirements, though, so get console. True.
Yeah, but what is the Xbox One X but a PC?
What is
It's
any?
small. Well, yeah.
What is any console but a PC? It's not upgradable, but it's still technically.
Yeah, technically. Claw put this in our chat and in our Discord. He put this article in there. And I forget what he had said, but he made a big deal about it because Xbox is doing something that he likes.
MOBAs would be good with keyboard on console as well, but that kind of also
Depends on
defeats
the
the
MOBA.
purpose on the MOBA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it depends. Hold on, I wanted to find it. Oh, so yeah. Now, this seems pretty innovative, right?
Well, I mean, you don't see this often.
Yeah,
not
you
at
don't, you don't see. I feel like I don't see this ever. Like, keyboard functionality on a console is insane to me.
It's actually not even innovative. It's just it changes everything
Changes
about the world.
everything. I'll tell you now. You put something in here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to see where you're going with this. What is this? Isn't innovative to you?
Well, I mean, the PS4 just announced
Mm-hmm.
that they too are getting the keyboard functionality since launch.
Since launch, they're
Yes.
they just announced that.
Yeah, they're actually retroactively going back in time and installing this functionality into the PS4.
Into the PS4. Wow.
Yeah.
So the PC making Microsoft didn't have functionality for a keyboard and mouse in their console on a Windows 10 system.
Yep.
But the console making PlayStation that Claw likes to bag on all the time did.
Since launch, it had it
Since launch.
Now, again, it's up to the developer
Yeah.
to
Also bagging
use
on
it.
Apple now too.
Yeah. But
But yeah, I mean, they've had functionality with
keyboard and
keyboard
mouse,
and mouse for the Internet Explorer, War. That was a. There's like a few games out there. Some of the free-to-play games.
Yeah. Warframe.
Warframe. Was it Warframe?
I think so.
Warhammer, Warframe,
Warframe on what? Xbox
General
One?
PS4.
Warcraft.
PS4 it did not support keyboard and mouse.
No, it's the one on the
XCOM?
dogfighting one.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
War Thunder.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. War Thunder.
So yeah, it's had it. PlayStation has a long history with keyboard and mouse. You can use it on the PS3, the
Final Fantasy on the
PS2.
PS2.
The PS1 I thought had one too.
The PS1 had an adapter.
An adapter,
Because
yeah.
you could play Command and Conquer on the PS1 with a keyboard and mouse.
Yeah.
So.
That's That's a misstatement there, Claw.
Oh, says hold on.
If it supported it, wouldn't need an adapter per se.
Yeah. Claw says hold on. Xbox has supported since launch. You just need an adapter.
And at
a
the
third
time,
party adapter.
Yeah, something like the Titan 1, which I actually happen to own, by the way.
Yeah.
Is considered hacking / modding your Xbox.
Yeah.
And they will ban you for using those.
Yeah. And then you need extra software that converts the controls. Isn't it? It's software
usually
in
the
it.
Titan
Yeah,
1
yeah.
does it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so
it's
then it
built
has the
into
software
the-
and it converts those controls to
Yes.
And Novelty says I think even the PS3 had some keyboard functions. Yeah. So
Yeah.
all generations of PlayStation have had keyboard and mouse functions. And they used to come out with games like Red Alert.
Yep.
And different games that you could play with them. Final Fantasy, the online version had a keyboard and mouse. So
I'd also like to mention something about what Claw brought up with the whole adapter thing.
Mhm.
You also needed to have your Xbox controller plugged in to the adapter, as well as have the adapter plugged into the keyboard and mouse both at the same time.
What?
Yes.
wow.
You needed the controller for
Why-
it to work
why-
because it would not authenticate.
Oh.
So it was basically spoofing the controller.
That's annoying.
Oh, yes, it is, because it refreshes every 10 minutes. So it would drop your keyboard after 10 minutes, do the refresh, then come back.
So yeah, it definitely has had support since launch, Claw. Bethesda is going all in on the Switch, it looks like. They have announced at the last Nintendo Direct that Doom, the new Doom, and Wolfenstein 2 will be on the Switch. I think we have pictures for that, but there it is. We got videos. This is the new Doom that came out on Xbox and PS4, and this will be available on the Switch. Now they say it is a limited version. It's not going to have certain things. I think there's like a snap map and certain things that make it a bigger file size and allow it to do more things. But it will have single player that comes with the game, and then a downloadable patch for multiplayer on launch. So it will have your single player and multiplayer on the Switch, which is interesting because up to this point, we've mostly seen ports, right? And we're starting to see more and more third-party developments and titles announced. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I think it is a step in the right direction. You've got Bethesda putting one of the most anticipated games, Wolfenstein 2, on your platform. Whether or not it runs amazingly well,
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to see it, but I'm not too hopeful.
yeah.
I mean, I'll have to see it.
I mean,
It's-
if all else fails, we will get, Skyrim Ultimate Remaster HD Redux 2.
I think it's cool, but I do have the same issues that Robert had in our meeting. Robert, you want to kind of hit us with some of those? Because my issues are that how will it play? How is it, it's a 1080p game or more, 4K, I'm sure Wolfenstein 2 will be in 4K.
Oh yeah. Or at least
How's that
somewhere.
going to run on this? Because it only runs at what, 980 or 920? What is it?
900.
900
It's 720 on the screen.
on the screen when you undock.
Yeah. On the tablet. And then if you dock it, it's 900.
And the caps, there's a frame rate cap when you undock it, usually. So I
right.
think we're live.
We're back.
Welcome to the CMG podcast,
Part 2.
week
Episode-
31.
So 30
This is episode 30, part 2, because we had a system crash.
Took
that was weird.
Yeah, it took a little bit of a poop on us there, but you
A
know
little
what?
bit.
I'm gonna move away from this video. There.
PC Master Race, right?
I'm gonna go back to this. There we go. They gotta be mean about it.
No, the whole system literally crashed. That was awesome.
I blame Ate because Ate wants to record and stream at these ridiculously high resolutions. God, Ate.
Yeah, Otters.
Dang it, Ate.
Come on, Ate.
Yeah, Otters,
Yeah.
this is your fault, Otters.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, it's
Come on.
it's not the PC that
No.
Can
Robert
we get
made.
emoji of an otter with a
It's
beard?
not the PC.
Well, I hope they're
I'd also like to say
So anyway,
that
Anyway, these new games on
These-
Switch.
new
today's my
games.
resub
Just
anniversary,
nuts.
by the way, guys.
Your resub anniversary? What does
Yeah.
that mean?
That
Means
you
I,
just got charged another
It's a month
25
anniversary.
bucks.
Month anniversary.
Month anniversary?
Yeah, I resubbed to CMG,
Nice.
Because you guys can't give me free emotes.
That's not us. That's Twitch.
That's Twitch.
Um,
Don't blame us. We'd give you free emotes.
I'm pretty sure you can.
We can't.
Maybe Ate just didn't look into it.
As far as I
Look
see.
at
I believe
Ate's
if you
face.
authorize me in
no.
the channel settings, I'll get the emotes.
Oh no.
But we're not
Well,
doing that.
before you do that for him, do that for me, please.
Oh.
All right, so we were talking about the Switch and how Bethesda is going with the Switch, and so Doom and Wolfenstein 2. I'm excited to see Wolfenstein 2. I'm not as excited to see it on the Switch.
No.
But
I think I pre-ordered that for the PS4 already.
yeah, so we'll see how it is.
I want it.
Alright.
I want it.
I don't know.
So what do you guys
Precious.
think?
What?
Is it gonna be able to handle it?
Therein lies the issue.
That's a negative ground control.
I mean,
This
we
is
talked about it on Thursday.
You knew what I was getting
So we
at.
talked about it on Thursday, and we thought it might be funny if they did some of the the fancy encoding things they've been doing with current consoles to get them up to 4K resolutions.
Yeah.
But they did it to get it up to 920p. It's like if they played the game at like 500 something p and then did some crazy hash encoding to get it up to well, not hash encoding because that's encrypting, but you know, some crazy type of encoding to get it up to 920. That would be funny, but I doubt that's how they do it.
I just think they're gonna have frame rate issues. I think they're gonna be the game. I think they're gonna be a stripped down version of the game.
Yeah. Well, I like to read closely, and when you posted that article, it only said that they had confirmed the multiplayer. Like
and the
they had
single
it-
player. The article I posted.
I don't know. I didn't see single player.
It says it launches with
confirmed multiplayer.
Yeah, watch. Let me.
And
I
was
believe
like,
you can
oh,
also
man, maybe it
subscribe
only
on
has
mobile
multiplayer.
too, because it let
Let's
me do
see.
it on my mobile.
Let's see.
But to do the
this
Prime,
is
you have
With Prime,
right
you have
here.
to do it on-
It says
you can do it on mobile now. There's a little drop-down menu if you go to the page.
Come on, Ate, jeez.
I must have just added that.
Oh, you know what? What I just realized?
what?
What? What did you just realize?
You'll see.
The Doom ID software title will be arriving with single player mode included,
Oh, okay. Okay, you
with
got me on that one.
multiplayer available through download on launch day.
You got me
So it will
on
not
that
be
one.
part of the disc. It'll be a download to get the multiplayer.
Why though?
Because
Too much space?
Too much space, I'm guessing. I don't know.
I mean, if you're gonna be using the space anyway.
Hey, maybe it'll come on one of their cool little memory cards, like a special Doom one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like they did the original promotion, or they did the promotion for the original Doom for the new Doom, where they put it on a floppy disk,
Dude,
and you could throw that floppy disk into a floppy drive and it would boot up, like
The original,
the original Doom.
like you're talking about the 3.5, or you're talking about like the big old floppies?
I think it might have been a 3.5. I didn't get one, obviously, but I
Alright.
heard about it.
More
Single
Nintendo
player
news.
single player
Nintendo
games.
allowing voice chat. Now allowing voice chat while phone is locked or other apps are being used. This was our major downfall with the voice service there.
I don't think that's the major thing. I just think the whole voice service itself.
Yes, yeah, it
is
was one of
just-
the major things. Yeah.
I think the major issue is you need to get Skype
Yeah.
Oh no.
or
So-
Discord.
That's been the issue, but I mean, I guess with this, now that you can do it with other apps open because they had blocked it, you could utilize it. What am I missing?
Rob Dog just subscribed. Thank you, Rob Dog. Rob Dog 1991. Thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing.
Sorry to tell you though, Rob Dog 1991, we don't need your money.
Whoa, don't,
Whoa.
no. We
He
do.
does not. His views and expressions do not express what.
No, just Rob because
It doesn't
just
work.
Rob Dog. He's
All right. Anyways, so now you can. Where before you were tied to opening your phone, leaving it open. You couldn't even lock the phone,
Oh yeah.
and having your battery just drain while your screen's on the whole
So you need
time.
another cable to power the cell
Yeah,
phone.
it's power itself. Yeah. So now they've made a patch, and it will be you can open other apps. You can lock your phone. It's going to be an actual phone app now,
Cool.
usable in the background.
What do we think about all this?
Thing's still stupid.
I still think their online service is garbage.
question.
Yeah.
Is there a headphone jack on the Switch?
What did I say?
I don't think
There's a
there's a USB-C on the
Yeah.
Switch.
No
yeah.
headphone
Oh yeah,
jack.
yeah. What they talked about how theirs works is you have to have this hub to go into this thing to the headset and do all this into your
So
phone.
wait, there is no headphone jack on the Switch.
No, it's just a USB-C
It's a-
that
yeah.
plugs into a dongle, and then that dongle plugs
into
into
your phone and the headset.
Hey, Nintendo, Apple did it. Why can't you?
Yeah. So that's been all of our biggest issues with it.
I mean, I'm not saying I support the whole transition. I like that it's good for audio and whatnot, but come on, Nintendo. Apple did it.
Well, Apple also took out the
Apple
three.
We also know, Nintendo, that you're good at copying things. Shots fired.
So you guys need to go back and rewatch that. Pretty happy with that transition. It was a thumbs up, and then as soon as Xlorian got disappointed, it turned.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm
not
always
paying attention to the back
I'm
there.
always disappointed. It's not a transition.
All right, so let's continue on. This makes me sad.
Claw wants to add on to Nintendo news.
No, we're moving
You can
on.
do that in the claw. In claw, you can do that.
Can we all vote right now? Can we get 3 thumbs downs?
No. All right, so Arkham, the Batman Arkham series, which is one of my all-time favorite series.
That's a good one.
Love it.
I agree. Except for
Origins.
Yeah.
Kevin Conroy, who's the voice of Batman, says that there won't be another Arkham game.
yeah, that was kind of talked about. with
Well,
the
it was
whole-
still in limbo, and he confirmed in an interview.
Oh God.
Jeez, Mario Odyssey will be 5.7 gigs.
What?
Mario Odyssey will be 5.7 gigs.
Told him to wait till Claw. Dang it.
I know.
So in other news, everybody's golf is fun.
But yeah,
So Kevin Conroy said that he said, I can't believe that they're not going to do another one, but they're not. Isn't that amazing? Like, he doesn't understand. He said they made literally billions of dollars on those games, but no, there's no plan to do another one. Sorry.
Who was the developer who did the Arkham
Rocksteady.
series?
yeah.
I'm bugged about it now. You give your thoughts, because I have thoughts too. Go ahead.
About
this.
them stopping. I mean, at the same time, you don't want it to turn into another Assassin's Creed of them just making more
Agreed.
and more and more and more things. But it is a good series so far.
They can just get Troy Baker to voice Batman.
No, they can't.
But
I mean, beating a dead horse only works for so long.
Yeah.
at least it's stopping at a good apex.
It stopped with the first 2 games for me.
What do you mean? You
The
didn't
first
like
2 Arkhams.
You didn't like the Arkham Knight? Get out of our studio. Arkham Knight was
It's not
awesome.
that I didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I felt some of the storytelling was done really cheaply in parts.
Okay.
Specifically centered around Poison Ivy.
Oh, that was such a sub. Well, I guess it wasn't really a sub. That was actually a big part of it, but
Well.
I didn't think it was bad.
I mean, she's clearing the toxins from the city and then just dies.
Well, I mean, some people haven't played the game,
Yeah.
so
Try not to put spoilers on here.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So Xlorian's fired more than
Spoilers.
once in the last freaking.
Red Hood uses guns.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, so now here's what I think could be happening. What I'm hoping is that they are doing a
Batgirl.
well, I mean, I guess that could be a cool game. But I'm hoping that maybe there's not another Arkham game, because he's very specific about Arkham,
Okay.
and maybe they're doing a new series, a new Batman series, or maybe another superhero like Nightwing or a Superman or something, and that would be cool
That'd be fun.
if Rocksteady made a Superman game. So if they don't do another Arkham specific, like it's in that series, I'm fine. But if they do like a reboot Batman or so many years later, whatever, I'm fine with it.
Can I beg earnestly here for either a Catwoman game
No.
or a game fully based around Joker? Because those would be my
a
two
game fully
favorite
based
things.
around Joker, I would play.
Yeah,
A
but
standalone Joker game.
Yeah, but how do you make a villain's?
Have him beat the shit out of Batman.
I mean,
Oh, Zoner says, "What's up, guys?"
Hey,
what up, Zoner?
Zoner.
Honor.
Since you're here, Yeah, I just want to say thank you for the Rick and Morty mugs.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that.
And thank you for the chair, right? Because you stole his chair today.
Oh yeah, and your chair. It's really comfortable.
Zoner says, by the way, Tekken Bowl sucks. Save it for the claw.
So
All right.
wait, Ate's problem is what now?
Huh?
About the villain?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's really hard to make something you want to either watch or play
Counterpoint
be
here.
the
Hold on.
No.
be the villain, and then make it right.
See, this is Ate's opinion. We've gotten into this discussion before.
No. But he's taking a different angle on it. Before
I feel
was
like he's still
no.
trying to say
No.
like he doesn't want to play a villain.
No. Before that was he was talking about the morality. He doesn't want to play one before. He's talking about how do you make that game work well? Because seeing like what you're saying is seeing Joker portrayed in front of you and seeing a rendered scene and seeing a cut scene is different, and it's performed in front of you. Like, whoa, like how do you?
At the same time, you have the foil of you being Batman
Yeah.
to be the righteous hand.
See,
Yeah.
he's bringing the morality
Well,
back
no. To an extent, no. What he's talking about is you can see the juxtaposition of the two characters as the.
Making the villain the main character, and that's your
Well,
guy.
you can, but you could thwart, but to me, there's less story to it.
Yeah.
In Joker's scenario, there's less story. It's
I mean,
going to
if you
be.
make it that way. There's a lot of things that go on in the background. I'm sure that you could make a really good game. Out
Yeah,
of
but
Joker.
the whole point of you probably could, but the whole point of Batman is that he doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know how this is happening, and he gets in. And from Joker's perspective, he lays a trap.
Yeah, you don't
and-
think that would be fun? Missions that set up this
Okay.
crazy trap and this whole fiasco.
I
And then
mean,
maybe you lose, but you lose in a way that's like kind of a loss for both sides, so you still feel
Well,
like you win.
for instance, right? We all know what happened to Red Hood.
Well, some people haven't played the game.
Well,
but-
that's what I'm saying. We all know
Yeah.
what happened to Red Hood. Imagine being able to play through that encounter and having to like do everything that leads up to that. And
Be-
what happens
the way
with
Go ahead.
the Man Bat.
Okay, yeah, but these are things that are to build a full game around that. That's going to be around Jokers. I'm talking Joker specifically because you can make games around villains. I think it would be difficult. I think you'd really have to have a solid story and things to fill up because Joker
Just
doesn't
don't do like a Suicide Squad thing where you try to make them like the good guys.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no.
Joker.
I want to
can't-
be a total douche.
Yeah, Joker can't fly around the city in detective mode and this. So what do you do with him that makes it stand alone and makes it interesting to play? That would be my issue.
You have to have a really good story. And it would be
Yes.
one of those games that probably wouldn't be a trilogy or like a sequel. It would probably be a standalone game. But it would have to have a kick-ass story. Because again, you're going to have to really be elaborate on what the Joker does throughout the story and what you get to do.
Do you remember getting to play through Arkham Asylum as Joker in that DLC?
Mhm.
You remember playing as Joker in Arkham Asylum?
Well, yeah, that was
Yeah.
those were the little
And that was cool.
splintering missions.
Yeah,
It was
little
just-
DLC. That was cool, but
That's not a full game.
So
though.
now imagine if Naughty Dog wrote it.
okay. So it would be interesting to see.
Okay.
What I would want to see from it, honestly, is not the. I don't really need Batman in it. Maybe that's the end, the climax. Batman takes you down, but it would be cool. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Like
and
I said,
through
Red Hood story.
Yeah, no. Well, through Robert's lens, like how Gotham does it. Maybe it's his takeover of Gotham between the gangs, between Penguin and Ivy and Catwoman and all these people, and it's basically your mission is taking out the other people, and that I could get down with, and then
maybe
your
you can
options.
choose to kill them or turn them.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and use I could see that. That would actually. So actually, we just made a point that Joker could have a good game. Dang it!
So
And then the end of it is literally Batman comes in,
Well,
takes you out.
That's
the
such a
climax.
horrible
it's
ending,
every
though.
ending with Joker where he
Yeah.
kind of wins somehow.
Yeah.
He always has
Yeah.
some like last line that's like, well, damn.
like how he mentally disturbed Batman to the point of like going insane and the killing joke
and that
and
could
all
be
that
your
stuff.
victory.
Yeah, but it would be.
That's a
I think it could be really good. And now that I think about it, I've switched my opinion. We can have a Joker game.
Like for instance, what
I'm
Telltale
so
did.
upset.
Like with what Telltale did with the Arkham Knight games, or
I don't want that style game. I want to.
no, I'm saying like how it explored him coming out of the asylum and meeting Bruce Wayne and
Yeah.
than forming a team with Riddler and Poison Ivy, Scarecrow to take down the Man Bat.
All right. So no more Arkham games. I'm sad unless they come back with something else solid. But I look forward to the Arkham games, and they're not going to be here. Now this is interesting news and kind of sad. Bruce Straley, the lead director, basically head top guy at Naughty Dog, has stepped down.
Apparently, there wasn't any bad blood between.
No.
That's from what I'm
Yeah.
reading. He wants to go a different direction. So
He
After-
said, "Yeah, go ahead."
after I think it was like 15 years of being there, he first started there working with the Crash Team Racing.
Yeah, 1999.
Yeah, and this week they said he's heading out.
And that's crazy because I mean it's Naughty Dog. They're one of our favorites, if not our favorite developers, and I mean he's co-directed on basically credited on all of these games. You know, The Last of Us, the Uncharted, and he said it was the hardest decision he's had to make, but he had to do it, and he didn't let anybody know what he's doing from there on.
Yeah,
Ooh.
What?
I'll strangle you, Claw.
Let's see.
We're having a nice, respectful segment.
Hold
And
on.
then he
Claw's
goes
gotta
and-
ruin it.
Claw says good. Now they can get some new gameplay in their games instead of relying on the same mechanics.
if it ain't broke.
Hey, Claw.
Ooh.
Have you made a game before? No?
So their
Well, great.
mechanics change.
Let's keep
Doesn't
it
he
going.
love Assassin's Creed? Their mechanics stay the same.
Oh no.
I
And I
mean-
love Assassin's Creed too, but mechanics stay the same. They tweak mechanics and everything, but
If I remember correctly, he was super happy when he heard Skyrim Remastered was coming out. I'm gonna go ahead and call double standard.
oh, shut down.
Oh man.
All right,
So he's leaving.
So he's looking for other prospects.
Well,
They haven't said. He
yeah.
hasn't said yet. He just says follow
I'm
me on
guessing-
Twitter and see what
yeah,
happens.
he said there's gonna be an announcement, so he has to have something lined up. He would not just quit that amazing job. So
Told you guys, he's starting a company called Well Behaved Cat.
well-behaved cat. Yep.
Told you it's
I was gonna say nice feline, but yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Nice. So we'll see. It's sad to see him go, but it'll be interesting who steps up there
Oh yeah.
as
for
the
sure.
guy.
Yeah.
But all right, I think
So-
that's all the news that we have. So what do you say we get into the nitty gritty?
All right.
Yeah, don't sound so excited.
Are we not gonna comment on the small amount of news for Trials of the Nine coming out and the raid?
Nope, you don't get any time.
Okay.
So all about Destiny 2.
So I don't know if you guys saw this. Bungie went down on Tuesday, a week after launch. They went down on Tuesday for all morning
Yeah.
until
yeah.
2 o'clock in the afternoon. And the only reason I knew, because I was at work, our Destiny chat's blowing up saying,
Yeah.
I can't get on.
Makes
Don't worry. They
sense.
said they're going to be on in an hour. An hour later, they said they're down till another 2 hours, and it literally moved till 2 o'clock p.m.
They did say that there was going to be scheduled maintenance, to be fair.
Well, they did, but the scheduled maintenance turned into something a little more. That's
Yeah.
right. They accidentally.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Are we getting there?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Keep going.
They accidentally let a hate symbol into the game.
Well, part of a hate symbol.
Part of a hate symbol.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they don't have a picture. That's why.
There was a picture.
Not on the link.
Did you whisper in my ear what this hate symbol was?
You probably won't even know what it is either.
Oh, you have to click the Twitter
Oh
link.
god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, like,
So it's for, what is it for? Oh, the Kekistan flag. I'd never heard of the Kekistan
me neither.
group before. Apparently he has.
Oh, it is the smallest picture of all time.
Yeah. But the Kekistan flag is apparently a white supremacist, racist group. Xalorian's nodding his head in agreement.
Of course, you would know this.
Amazing, actually.
Oh, okay. Do you want to give some background on that group? Because I know nothing about them besides they're racist.
That's pretty much the extent of what I know.
Mm-hmm. But you've heard of them? How have you heard about them?
Yes. With the whole rally that happened a little while ago.
Oh,
They were brought up and vocal
yeah.
about how they were how other people were suppressing their beliefs and what. It's not really important, but for something to even be like relatively near like any symbol of hate in a game nowadays, and for people to take it as those developers or those people are just trying to like shut out like a group of people is honestly, for people to say that it's a norm is utterly insane, because bringing up World War II, the Call of Duty game coming out, they removed all
The swastika.
like
Swastikas from the multiplayer.
all hate symbols from multiplayer.
Yeah, so nobody was playing on
For
that side
this-
of hate.
Exact reason.
Yeah, and so the thing was it was pointed out to them through Twitter, and they're like, "What do you mean we have a racist symbol in our thing?" Because they had developed, and it's coming on the screen right now. This symbol right here, KEK. The only difference between that and the Kyrgyzstan flag is that the two Ks are on the sides, making a cross as well. So there's 4 Ks total.
Well, that and this also has the 2 extra bands at the
Yes.
shoulder and here. So
But so now Bungie, they're pretty solid. They try to, they have a program and a whole team that checks for culturally inappropriate symbols, words, phrases in their games. They have a whole algorithm they use, and they check through it. And the only thing when they developed this that came up was the Kek meme,
yeah,
which I don't know much about. You wanna?
it's the frog thing, right? Or what is? I don't even know what the Kek meme is.
Good
I
job.
got this.
Proud of us.
You had said you.
Well,
did
the
out
thing
there.
is, like, this is such an obscure thing that
Look it up.
you have to
I'll
like.
find a picture. I'll find a picture. It'll be on the screen.
Wow. That just was spammed with a
With a Destiny, yeah. All of it is.
Oh my God! Yeah, it came up.
Oh yeah, it's
straight-
a
I
frog.
found
It's a
the old
frog.
one.
It's
Yeah.
a frog. Yeah, it's a frog.
Yeah, it's the frog.
Okay, so like,
Oh
Yeah.
no, that's Pepe. Pepe the frog.
so
Oh, okay.
it's the frog thing. I don't even know what the frog thing.
Oh,
No,
is.
that's
for.
Pepe the frog. Yeah. So I don't. Anyways,
Oh no,
But-
it says the original one is from World of Warcraft.
Oh, so that's what they're referring to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what Claw is saying in the chat right now is that this symbol, the full symbol, actually was in World of Warcraft first. They made it, and then I guess this racist group adopted that thing, much like the Nazis did with
Oh
the
my
swastika.
goodness, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
They adopted something.
so they
from World
adopted a
Warcraft.
video game thing, and
Oh, it's called Cult of Khaine.
Besides diabetes and depression.
yeah, and they
Oh.
didn't know that this was a racist symbol
Are they serious?
because it's
right now?
pretty new. This group is fairly new. So
Wait.
What?
what?
So Destiny 2,
This
Bungie
symbol.
and Blizzard together, right?
Uh-huh.
So Blizzard technically can't use something that they created because a group is using
Appropriated it for
it. That's ridiculous.
yeah,
Yep.
a racist
That
group,
is
and
insane.
it sucks because it's not.
Nope.
It's not their fault.
I call shenanigans.
And people immediately were like, "Oh, somebody tried sneaking in racist. Fire a developer, fire a designer."
It's like really that's
No.
such a basic shape that
Yeah.
anybody
Seriously,
could have made.
That's
So
shenanigans.
once they heard about it, that scheduled maintenance, because it was like that day, turned into, nope, shut it down until we take this literally off the gauntlet because nobody wants to run around with that symbol, a swastika, and anything that on their arm. So
Well,
they
it
did the
sucks.
right thing, but it sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, and it's such a basic symbol. Like, if the only reason why we know about it is some, keyboard warriors like looking for this kind of stuff.
Just-
Look at that. See, it's racist. Like, no, it's just a design. Come on, guy. But they blow it up, and then, now they have to do all this unnecessary stuff.
Yeah, and go ahead.
So effectively, because of some hateful group of people out there,
And it's probably some small group
Yeah.
of something.
and because of
strong.
and
Yeah.
because of how very follower the internet is,
The world.
yeah, we simply cannot have a new faction in Destiny without it becoming something supremacist.
Yeah, because it's. I mean, that's what sucks is this gives free reign. Like if I was hypothetically in a racist group or want to start a racist group, which I don't.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically,
Hypothetically,
I
we
could
meet on
technically be
Tuesdays.
like a huge douche and just start pulling things that people love. Like I could pull the Destiny symbol
Yeah,
Oh.
just do
and
that.
make it a racist symbol
can't
to where
use
they
it
have
now.
to change it. Like, and that's
the
how jacked up.
Xbox.
Like, and
This right here, that's racist.
but that's now here's the thing. I think Bungie did the right thing. They have to cover themselves. They have to take it off because they had not realized it was appropriated and taken and made a hate symbol. All they knew was it was this before. So when they found out, okay, this actually offends a lot of people for a very bad thing, they had to get rid of it. But this opens the door for so much. You could turn any symbol now.
Well, I feel like Bungie should sue the hate group because it's their ideology that is making it so they cannot use their own idea.
Yeah,
Can you
proprietary.
sue for an idea though?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, because
Actually,
it's
free
Defamation.
Blizzard designed the logo.
yeah.
Yeah, you can sue that. They're using your logo. They're using something you created
To
to the point
appropriate
that
hate.
you can't use it any longer.
I guess loss of property and
Yeah, dude,
defamation.
you can sue a lot for
Yeah.
that.
And plus,
Especially on a game like Destiny 2. Like,
it's intellectual property.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
IP. Like it's
Copyright and all that.
I mean, granted, if they
Whoa.
took it that way, they could
I
probably
don't need to
shut
hear
this
about
hate
your
group
bodily
down real
functions,
fast.
Matt.
Just shut them down real quick.
Okay, last one was a question. She said, actually, let's go to Claw first. Claw says, I don't know, you guys are anti-British. He's claiming that we might be racist.
You know,
No,
yeah, whatever.
we're not anti-British. 'cause
anti-British, I'm
I
anti-you,
love
Claw.
Chelsea is my soccer team.
Tea
We're
is
just a little
amazing.
anti-Claw, but in a good way. We
Tea
love
is
you, Claw.
delicious. Yes.
Your mom brings up
So let's see what she says.
good
She says, so are you saying a game about World War II will not have references of Nazis to not offend? Hold on. Are they not effectively trying to rewrite history and therefore cause people to forget truth and not be able to fight against that which is truly wrong? No. So what they did in the new World War II Call of Duty game was Nazi references are everywhere. You're fighting the Nazis. They have armbands, there's flags in the single player.
yes.
In the multiplayer, they have removed the Nazi symbols from the German uniformed side that you'd be playing as in multiplayer, because somebody's going to be the U.S. and somebody's going to be the Germans, so you're fighting each other. Okay, hold on. And they have removed it from there, so you don't effectively yourself play as a Nazi
In the
multiplayer, in a team base, because nobody wants to wear a swastika on their arm when they're shooting somebody else. Like in the multiplayer, when we're fighting each other.
Don't speak for me.
All right. Yeah. Now, Claw brings up a good point that we're going to bring up too.
I want it to
To
be
your
historical.
point, Elasno, they're not doing it everywhere in the world except for this other part. Except for in Germany, they have wiped out all Nazi symbols.
Yeah. Was it?
Which
I think maybe Japan as well.
Maybe Japan.
Maybe Japan.
Maybe.
Okay.
But
Now-
yeah, I know
they
that.
they can't wipe out all of Japan.
No.
Yeah. So
I mean,
They tried twice.
yeah.
I was gonna say.
What they said in that is the German people asked that it be removed because they are so ashamed of that history.
They don't want
Not
to.
that
They don't want
they're-
to remember
Which is
it.
Yeah,
understandable.
not that they're not they're offended by it that they would somebody put it in a game, or not that somebody in America say we're offended that we see that symbol, take it out. No, it was Germany was ashamed of the game, ashamed of their history, and didn't want to have to.
But if you don't remember it, you might repeat it.
Yeah.
Well-
If it's a reminder of
Yeah.
this is a bad thing. If you just remove it, then you're not gonna be thinking about it. It should be a reminder that
Yeah.
hey, we effed up and we probably shouldn't do that again.
Yeah,
Wanna-
but it's not like they're gonna remove it from the history books. They're just gonna remove it from everyday sight.
Yeah,
They're not gonna like remove it from history books, you know.
Well,
It's gonna.
who knows?
Ati.
They're
Claw
starting.
says ask. Yeah, it's a law to not to have any Nazi things. So they're not allowed to have.
Can I
It's
just?
a law not to have any Nazi things. Wow.
It's
Can
a
I
law.
just-
No, it's a law to
It's an odd
have
law.
any Nazi things is illegal. Basically, there. What are you gonna say?
to bring this up, it's gotten to the point where like even Germany's like, nah, this is wrong,
Yeah.
but they just simply want nothing to do with it because it was an issue for them. But yet somehow in America we have to propagate and make a large stink about having it in multiplayer, and make it an issue.
You know what would be great? Well, in the multiplayer I get. What would be great if we just don't distribute to Germany? Like if you don't want that game, because it's historically accurate.
Yeah.
Check it out. If they made a game about us brutalizing and taking over America and killing Indians, as say it'd be like the Indian's the good guy.
It was called Red Dead Redemption.
The Native Americans. Native Americans. If you're Native American, is basically fighting the Patriots or the fighting us, basically Revolutionary War. After that and everything, I think it'd be jacked up for us to say that you can't make that game or take out the American flag because that's not our history. No. Yeah, so I'm actually starting to agree with you more that they should keep the Nazi symbols in because that's your history. Like if they made that game with us, it sucks. I don't want to see that, but
you gotta take your lumps.
Yeah,
something like that is happening.
What?
Far Cry.
Yeah,
isn't that post?
That's like.
It's still a part of our history, though.
Yeah,
I mean, it happened.
Yeah.
And there was a big stink about it being in America.
Like, well,
it happened.
But we're still doing it. We're not saying,
Yeah, but
we gotta wipe it all away.
That's what I'm saying. They tried to do that with Far Cry.
Yeah.
And
well, these people got made a big stink over it.
Yeah. Well, they
it's all the same people that are offended by this symbol here that nobody knew about. It's all the same people trying to look for that victimhood because then it makes them feel better for some reason.
Oh, geez, Claw.
I can see Matt's point.
That's a little inappropriate.
Like, if they made a video game with, like, Stalin, I doubt Russia would be rushing to take off any of the insignias from that game, you know?
Rushing.
Really? That's fine. Well, I mean, it wasn't Russia at the time, but still, like, they wouldn't be rushing to do that. I got it.
Well, you just got it.
I guess Soviet. Get it? I'll leave now. I'm never coming back, aren't I?
Nope, you're done. So, on one front, I get it. If somebody asks, if they took a poll, we're so ashamed of our history, we don't want to see it, I guess, like have it blasted for us at all times, when we play this game. I kind of get it, but I wouldn't
not play the game.
Yeah, or not play the game. But I don't think I would be that way because, like I said, I would like to play the Native American that went and battled, our founders and stuff like that. So,
yeah, I can firmly agree with that sentiment.
Yeah.
Like if it
just
was
stop
like
being pansies.
If it came to a vote, and it was like a legitimate decision with the entire, basically country and or populace of wherever did not want the game to be released.
Yeah.
Then I'm 100% fine with you, like erasing
the symbol because. Oh, you guys just read that, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's why I said that's rather inappropriate.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But it's I don't know.
Teach them out there.
It's a tricky subject, but I feel that and what sucks about this thing right here is it's such a.
It is a cool symbol.
Yeah, it's like
it's a cool looking little design. Yeah.
It's a new faction and it's already gone.
Yeah, it's like aesthetically pleasing, and if you had no idea it was a racist symbol by some offshoot of a whatever that stole that symbol from them, it's like you would have no idea that's even racist. Like when Michael showed me that, I was looking hard. Then he's like, well, maybe it's the K's on there for the
That's
KKK.
what I thought. KKK. I'm like, is it? No, the second one's not a K. So what's
like?
Yeah, I'd never heard of it either.
But whatever.
Like if I was to show you the dead orbit symbol, when you had no background with Destiny, I was like, this is racist.
Like, okay, why?
It's like, why? And if I was to show you that with, again, no background, and even after we do have background, we're still like, don't get why it's racist.
Yeah.
Well, no, I get it now.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because like this is
renegade little group.
This is a little bit different than the Germany thing than the World War II. This is actually putting in a symbol. It's very much like the multiplayer part of that World War II.
That's what I was more referring to.
Yeah, because this you don't want to wear. I don't want to. I like playing the bad guy. I don't want to run around in multiplayer with a swastika arm. I'm sorry. So I'm 100% okay with them taking out the multiplayer. I don't want to do it.
I mean, Besides the morality of it, you'd be a
Yeah.
damn target constantly.
Yeah. But
Well, yeah.
This wants to kill.
so I get why they're doing it
I
here
mean,
is
yeah,
you
to
don't want
be
to run
fair.
around knowing that it's a racist symbol on your arm and flashing that around for millions and millions of people.
There's a function like in CS:GO to inspect your arm. Oh, that's a nice patch.
Oh god.
Get
it off. Get it off.
Any other thoughts on it? Any other? I feel like you want to say something, but
No, I mean, I just think it's a whole stupid ordeal. Why we even have this
Debate.
ordeal
Yeah.
in the first place.
because somebody was a douchebag and took the
Somebody was
symbol.
I want to see like how like the numbers of this racist group. Is it like 50? Is it?
I'm telling you, it's
100.
25 strong in like freaking North Carolina somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't
They
know
have
if North Carolina has
compound.
racist groups. I just picked a state. I'm sorry.
They have a compound of like 3 houses.
Wow.
Yeah.
Matt.
I just picked a state. It
Way
could be
to-
in California. I don't know.
Way to propagate North Carolina.
Yeah, I
Wow.
just picked it.
Great.
But
They're never gonna let us throw tournaments there now.
yeah, I mean it's somewhere in California, and it's
In
now I
Corona, I
started.
believe.
oh, it's in Corona.
Yeah, it's the
Does
reason.
their leader have a large beard?
I don't know. I've
Um,
never heard of them before in my life.
So I think that's all we got to talk about
This tour.
on the racist symbols, the hate symbols.
Now let's talk about
Stop
the
taking
rain.
our symbols.
Yeah.
That's a video game symbol you took
Take
for
your
your
own symbol.
freaking. Be creative. That's called plagiarism.
Seriously.
And because of your plagiarism, now we're screwed
Yep.
and can't have our new faction. So
And we didn't even know we were screwed in the first place until
Yeah.
somebody obscurely found it.
yeah.
Okay.
Someone
So-
got mad that they took a racist symbol that a racist group took from Blizzard. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's it for the nitty gritty. We can get into the claw now.
Oh man.
Come on,
do
you don't
we
wanna
really
talk
want
about-
to? Like, do we need to?
You don't want to
Yeah, why
talk
not?
about the whole new Destiny raid and trials now?
Okay, tell us about the new Destiny raid and trials. Just real quickly, 1 minute, go.
Spoiler free, the new Destiny raid. It's, I'd say, one of the easiest combat wise,
Mhm.
but one of the most difficult mechanics wise.
Mechanics wise.
And if you've never played King's Fall, then it's a hard sell to say King's Fall isn't harder than it.
Mm-hmm.
But by the time King's Fall came out, everybody had a fire team.
Yeah.
We're going into this with no guided games, no fire team. Everyone for themselves, essentially.
Well, didn't they just do
Guided
the
games for the raid have not came out yet.
Oh.
Guided games for strikes have.
Okay.
And trials, well, it's still trials, but it's 4v4 trials now. And you have to win all 7 games in a row to go to the lighthouse. But you can visit the lighthouse at any time and donate your tokens to a vendor to get lighthouse gear.
Interesting.
Then what's the
Wait,
of
then what's the
getting
point of
to
the
Lighthouse?
trials then?
Yeah.
You get free lighthouse gear when you get there.
Because you have to win to get tokens.
Oh.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So you could complete the whole thing and be like just fine,
Also,
or you just
every
grind and grind and
loss
grind.
disables an elevator in the spire. So you cannot progress to the next level to get better rewards.
Oh, so you have to. Okay.
Bottom
that's
tier
cool.
will drop low tier light.
Mhm.
Middle tier will drop middle. High will drop. It'll drop middle tier, and the top tier
Mhm.
will drop highest tier that you can get in terms
Oh.
of light. And all of the weapons and everything so far that I know are the same. The only thing that you get from going flawless, I believe, is an aura. I haven't gotten anything else. I know you get a free selection of a weapon,
Okay.
but other than that, nothing really special.
Now, if you
about
play
it.
trials again and you lose, do they boot you out of the lighthouse?
No, you can go to the lighthouse anytime. You just can't access elevators.
You
like,
can't
for
go to the
instance,
next level until you beat.
You win 7 rounds in a row, you go play another thing at trials, and you lose. You can lose an elevator.
Oh,
That's
wait,
frustrating.
what? Really?
Wow.
Wow.
So it's like you want to do the first time like and never play trials ever again. Like nope, that's it.
But you want to go.
Well,
you
it
keep going
resets
up, though.
every week.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh crap.
wait, what? So the lighthouse access resets every week too, or no?
It will be gone after this weekend.
Well, I remember in the trials before you could buy a reset, couldn't you? Like a refresh on your.
Oh, yes. You don't know how the new ticket system works.
No, I don't.
It's character based. You cannot buy a new ticket, but you can keep playing trials.
So you get one shot at it per week.
Yes.
That
sounds like, wow.
sucks.
Well, 3 technically.
Oh, so 3 shots. Okay.
One
okay.
character.
One a character, yeah.
All right.
Wow. Interesting. All right. So let's open up to the Claw. What the Claw is chat lobby asks. You can
Still need that
ask
pen.
us anything about anything. You can bring up news we missed. You can
I just wanna talk.
you can ask Robert why
He hasn't finished The Last of
he
Us.
hasn't finished The Last
Hey,
of Us.
Hey, I played
He
some.
actually
this
did. I think this week we should give him a pass because he actually did play a little bit.
week. Jeez
He did play a little
Louise.
bit, so he's
So-
good. We
so
could
this-
ask him
Actually,
why
I
he's-
didn't see him
I don't
online
even- Hey, you know what?
playing The
I
Last of
always-
Us.
You know
Did
I
any
always hide
can
when I'm online because you try to message everyone all the time.
I know.
Can't handle
I'm
it.
even at work. I see.
Hey, I'm
You've been invited to a party. I'm like, I'm at work.
Well, see, when I do that, I look for people on the list who it says they're online and they own that game,
He
and
just
I'll
auto invites everyone.
I invite the people with the higher levels.
Oh,
And
I
me.
got a higher level then.
He invited me, and I don't have a high level.
Oh, that was a pity
I
invite.
don't think I've invited you in
You've
quite
invited.
a while.
Well, okay, but yeah.
You've been
that's
offline for
yeah.
quite
Your
a long
levels are
time.
pretty low, bud.
I only got to play like 3 missions. I can tell you, that game got me into it. Like when like the music and everything, freaking on point. And I'm like, when you're walking through the mountains and everything, and they're like hunter dogs are attacking you.
Whoa,
Like
spoilers.
literally, I was getting like emotional because I was pissed. Like you just took my tower.
Whoa,
you just
spoilers.
freaking.
That was
It's all in the trailer.
It's all in the trailer.
Okay, the whole point of Destiny is
Oh,
they
that's
blow
cool.
up
I
the
got to
tower.
miss all those trailers.
You
What?
played the missions already.
No, I
Um,
skipped the trailers to get in the game faster,
yeah.
so I missed all the cool stuff.
Why would you do that?
Because you guys were complaining, so I was skipping all
You
the
skipped
cinematics.
the
I
cinematics.
had to because I needed to play with them, and they were
Start
getting all
over.
busy. So now I gotta start.
All right.
Yeah, just
So
wipe
all
your
this stuff,
character and
yeah,
start
but-
over.
I
But-
skipped all the cinematics.
What a dork. All right, so we're sitting here and like these things are attacking me and like the cabal is attacking me and I remember just like getting into the game like no, like screw you, you took my like and you can't be revived. I'm just like in it. It was like the Tombstone when he's like just like goes across the road, he's like he's like yelling no, like that's how I felt going through. I'm like no. Like it was and like I think the music helps with all of that. Just kind of
Yeah.
and it might not be that epic for you if you didn't play the first one because you didn't have a home they destroyed
you
and
weren't
everything.
invested
But
into it.
yeah, this is like you took everything from me. You're going down. Like, so I
So is
I
this
loved
why
it.
you don't get your items from the first game?
Yeah, they blew up the
Literally
tower.
blows up all your stuff. Like,
Yeah.
oh man,
Well, if you watch the cutscene, you would know.
damn.
I
Hey,
mean, even the
hey, I blame you.
the trailer from beforehand, like
Yeah.
it happened in the trailer we showed on our podcast.
Obviously, I
They
don't pay attention.
they
when I'm
blow
back
up
here.
your loot. I mean, that's one of the things that. By the way, Nathan Fillion, I love you.
Nathan
Uh,
Fillion's great.
Cade mentions he's like they blew up your loot, and more importantly, they blew up my loot,
But
and they
Uh,
killed the puppies. Cute, Gary.
so what the claw is, yeah, you guys can ask us anything, and I don't think
Claw left
there's
us, man.
anything to
I think
watch.
Claw was upset about our comments about our nitty gritty. He just bailed.
Maybe.
Poor guy. We're sorry, Claw.
What did we say that was wrong?
I don't know.
I don't know.
just don't. I think he's just very anti-American, so I'm sorry.
No, I think
You're calling him racist. What the
I
heck?
think he's just
All right.
very anti-PlayStation support.
He is very anti-PlayStation. All right, so if nobody has anything to, he didn't. He's here. He says I didn't. He's here.
Oh, hi,
Anybody
Hi, Claw.
sitting here? have
Apologize
any
to Claw.
questions, Then?
I'm sorry, Claw. I'm sorry for apologizing
Anybody here
to you,
have any?
Claw.
Okay,
Questions for
here's a
Claw?
question. What's your light levels at right now?
I couldn't tell you. I've only beat like the 3rd mission. I don't know what my life. I think it was like somewhere around like 39 or something. I don't know.
Okay, where are you at?
100.
Oh my god. Wow.
Yeah.
What's the max right now?
350.
350.
That just means he isn't playing enough.
I know. What's wrong with you?
No, but in 2 days he'll be at 350. I guarantee you.
Where are you at?
I gotta be below 100. There's no
I think
way.
I'm like at.
He's at
2.
10.
Am I at
Is
10?
he rate at 10?
Dude, I'm a
He's
boss.
a level 2.
Hey,
He's at 10.
that's how you know I was really good killing people in that multiplayer, man. Level 10.
That's how you know he wasn't playing the story very well because
Hey,
I was
literally
level
jumped
2 and like
straight
over
into
30.
multiplayer.
I think I'm like a 205.
Are you changing your guns out and your armor when you
Yeah,
get it?
oh yeah. But dude, it's not like I'm
How
gonna
you-
get crazy drops at level 2.
Oh, yeah, I was level 2 and over 30. That's what I'm
I
trying
have
to
some
figure out.
greens, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna go up well against level 20s when I'm with a group of all 20s. So
Yeah,
No, no.
I think what I'm saying is I think Explorion's wrong on you being a light level 10 because that's
Last
like
time I checked.
yeah, I think that's because I was level
probably
2
high. I
and
was
up in
probably
the
like 20 or
30s.
30, to be
Yeah.
honest. I think it was in my early, like low 30s when I got off, but still.
All right. Well, I don't think anybody has anything to add to the show.
Oh.
If you would like to add to the show at any point, if you're watching this later, you can send us DMs or comments on our YouTube videos. You can follow us
I actually
on
have a
Twitter,
question.
okay, at CMG_Gamecast, on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Casual Misfits Gaming. Xlorian has a question. What's up?
So, we were talking earlier about the whole moment of triumph cutscene before you officially launched the game.
Mm-hmm.
What was everyone's most memorable Destiny experience? Except for you, Rob. You didn't play.
Hey, I get to have my one experience that I had
Fine.
on Tuesday.
What was your most memorable Smite experience for you?
That's not fun.
I honestly like the raids. Like Crota was one of my favorites. We'd have a lot of fun with that. Vault of Glass. I honestly just playing with your buddies is like one of the best things. Like just going around and completing stuff. It didn't matter if we were riding around on our ghosts looking for those stupid chests, or when we were originally farming, going and getting minerals here and there. Like it didn't matter what we were doing as long as you're just hanging out and going out with your buddies and playing Destiny. It was always good. Like
My favorite moments were probably the multiplayer of the first one.
multiplayer is really good on first one.
Especially if you had your whole team together, you guys are calling out everything just perfectly, and that was my main thing. Whereas this time, though, the campaign is about equal with multiplayer.
Yeah.
Because the first campaign, it was okay until the expansion started coming out. But that's multiplayer.
Claw
for me.
has a question, and this is actually something we spoke about 2 podcast episodes ago.
Good job.
He says, "How do you feel that Microsoft he said R, but I'm gonna correct it there for you, is going to make it so you don't have to download game files you don't need, like other languages and stuff, so it'll save space."
I don't see a problem with that.
That's fine.
That's more of a customization thing. You do that all the time on a PC. If I don't want this part of this file, I just uncheck it. That's fine.
Now see, this might not be what we were talking about two podcast episodes ago. Where they had spoken about.
It's similar, but it's not the same.
Yeah, they had spoken about not downloading it to your Xbox, but rather to the cloud. Certain game files to save space or whatever. So if this is part of the same thing, kind of if
Well,
it's.
What if this is what they meant more specifically?
Yeah, it could be.
Which makes sense. Like, who the hell even needs the 99 other languages if you can only understand the one that's default?
Yeah. So
That's fine.
it'd be cool.
Because that's just a language file. If it was things like
Yeah, it's gonna be like a few kilobytes per.
Yeah, that's the issue. Like if it's
But how much space is that?
not a whole lot. What?
You actually have something to talk about.
Do I? Oh, you want to know what the ghost is about? So I've got a Destiny ghost here. Let me get to it. Right here.
Hi, Ghost.
And Robert almost killed me in the car on the way here.
Oh, yeah, I did.
He was like,
And Chris.
"What?" And Chris, where did you get this? What is this? And I'm like, I said, I'll talk about it on the podcast. There's a cool story. No. Where did you get this? And I'm like, from a friend, one of my friends. Oh, who? And I'm like, okay, I got it from my friend Liz. How did she get this? Well, and I'm like,
calm down. It wasn't that excessive.
He was pretty
Calm
excessive.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're never excessive.
Yeah, he was pretty, and he's all, why didn't you have me 3D print?
Okay, I
believe his
'cause I'm your
exact
friend with the
words
3D printer.
were, "Who else do you know that has a 3D printer?"
Yeah, very
There we
very
go, that's what it
defensively.
was.
Yeah,
Who
very,
are
yeah.
they?
That's more accurate.
Yeah, and I
He's
was like,
jealous.
I was like, dude, I've had this since Destiny 1. I had this printed for me 3 years ago, and I didn't know it was coming. My friend Liz, who actually one of our fans, Durrell, it's his wife, knew I was into Destiny because when Destiny first came out, we were playing it all the time. That's all we played. So she actually got online for Christmas for me a 3D printed ghost, and then she hand painted the colors in the Denver Broncos colors because I like the Broncos. So it is a custom.
He just throws it on the ground.
Yeah, it's
as hard as he
a
can.
custom Destiny Ghost, and I love it. So I brought it in because I've been playing Destiny.
Come on, move your hands. You gotta make it like a jewelry model latte.
No, you gotta block X Lorian. It's fine.
So it's pretty cool. So shout out to Liz, my twin.
It's pretty
And
resolution on that thing, man.
Claw says
Oh,
Claw says I'm cheating on Rob Dog. It's true.
I know. That's see, Clock gets it. He understands
true.
where my aggression came from. Man.
Wait. So who isn't cheating on Rob Dog here? Raise your hands.
Wow.
Got really awkward in here. Nobody raised their hand.
Wow. Okay, Claw, that's rude.
I know, right?
Claw says Christmas present. That's one cheap friend. Hey, it was made with love. She hand painted it herself.
By the way,
Clock, go
Claw,
outside and get a potato.
I don't know if you know how much it costs to order a ghost on Etsy, but back when Destiny 1 originally came out, because I was going to buy one,
Yeah,
the cheapest one I could find was $90.
yeah. So
It's like a little tiny, like, yeah.
people upcharge for 3D printed stuff.
And
So
it was a build your own one, too.
oh, that sucks. All right. Well, I don't think there's anything else
Here are
to.
all the pieces. Go buy some
I didn't
epoxy.
get to talk about my Destiny moment.
Oh, what is your
yeah.
Destiny moment?
Yes. Totally scheduled.
Yeah, I just ended the show.
All right, give us your Destiny moment. What's your favorite?
So, what I remember most about Destiny is going in to the Vault of Glass, completing all the trials with my fire team,
Mhm.
and at the end, my buddy gets a mythoclast, and I'm broken. I'm sad because all I came into the Vault of Glass for was the Vex mythoclast. And then right as I go up to the chest to just basically like go, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll take my legendary now.
Mhm.
I get a Gallarhorn. And I
Nice.
absolutely my pants.
So I actually, the first time I completed Vault of Glass, I didn't know what the Vex Mythoclast was.
Don't tell me you got it first round.
Okay, I won't tell you. That was a short story. I was sitting there and like it went, you know, you get everything, and I'm like, ooh, this gun looks cool. It's this a Vex Mythoclast, and everybody in the party chat was like, what the, you know, bleep bleep bleep. Are you kidding me? And I'm like, what is it? They're like, oh, I don't know. Oh, the best gun in the game. Well, he doesn't even know what it is. And they're all getting all pissed, and I'm like, sorry. So I had them, and it was.
What were the odds of the drop?
It was a lot of people went until they, like people were playing for months
Look how
before they didn't get
accurate
it.
those odds are.
By the way,
There's no,
The
I don't
odds were
know.
A lot of people were-
Originally?
Yeah, and they didn't get it.
Originally, it was a 0.75% drop chance.
Oh hell yeah! That sounds like WoW, man.
Yeah, so
Back
it
to those
was
WoW days.
after Crota, they increased the freaking drop percentage of it, and more people started getting it, and and people, you're gonna be really pissed because Galahorn, I found on a patrol. He's about to kill me. Galahorn, I found it. Galahorn.
And someone explain to me how
yeah.
rare this is.
The Galahorn, everybody wants it because it is a
got mine
rocket
from Missouri.
launcher that fires a missile.
Okay.
It hits, and it's a homing missile.
Oh, fantastic.
So it hits them, and then when it hits, a freaking cloud of other rockets come off of it and hit for more damage, and those are also all
They're
tracking.
called Wolfpack rounds, you
Wolfpack.
unappreciative.
Wow.
Wow.
So-
dude. Okay.
Now here's the thing. I actually had it before it was the thing you need to have, because I actually got it before Crota came out.
You actually dismantled it and found another one.
No. I found 3. Where's the... No, so I actually was on a
Smart as
patrol.
I can.
I was on a patrol and I killed something, and a freaking exotic dropped that. I'm like, ooh, what's this? And I freaking get it, and I get this I'm like, oh, that's a cool rocket launcher. But I don't use rocket launchers. I use the machine guns.
Like, you're just gonna sit in
And
the inventory.
then Crota comes out, and everybody's talking about and I told Michael, I'm like, dude, it looks really cool. It's got this wolf. It's got these
Hey,
these
Ante, can I buy a
wings.
gun from you?
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah. So
Doesn't matter.
it's got these wings, and Michael's like, oh, that's pretty cool. And I didn't use rockets, so we go, and then the Crota expansion comes out, and I'm playing Crota with them, and they've all played it because Michael's a stay-at-home dad, so he's already probably beaten it at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And I jump in, like, hey, for this part, you're gonna need a tracking rocket, and I'm like, I don't know if I have any of those. I haven't been paying attention because it was literally from launch. Like the first couple weeks, I've had that rocket launcher, and
You could buy it the very first week Zer was there.
Yep.
yeah, so I had it, and I freaking I look, and I'm like, oh, I've got this one, and they're like, what is this? It's the something
Gjallarhorn.
horn. I think it's Gjallarhorn. And they're all, what the? How did you get that? We're all trying to play it. I'm like, I've had this for forever, so you can hate me.
I don't know if you were around for these days, like if you played during the huge influx of Gjallarhorn only players.
Oh.
But the only reason they wanted Gjallarhorn only players is you could defeat Crota in about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If everybody
Not killing him, pushing him off the map with the rockets.
Yes.
I remember they changed the boundaries
They
to that.
they
didn't
changed the boundaries. I was actually around for that time, and they changed it like almost immediately. And there was actually, but it was more than just a. There was also the glitch. So there was the glitch that I think the host or whatever could pull the Ethernet or something, and Crota would get stuck downed,
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
and then everybody could freaking beat on him.
Oh, that's freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
Whoops.
What
I have
happened
two
with
of
that
those.
was it was a seriously hard thing to do
Mhm.
because you had to have it ready to transfer to someone else's host.
Mm-hmm.
Click on that button right as you yank the cord out.
Yeah. So.
And he'd get confused and he's like, "Oh, diarrhea."
Wow.
All right. So I think we're done with the claw. I don't think
All
anything
right,
else.
sorry,
All right.
See you, Claw.
Later, Claw.
This was a very disjointed
No,
but
this was a
fun,
great podcast.
but fun podcast. Sorry
All
about
over
the
the
technical
place.
difficulties where we got cut out in the middle of it. If you are listening to this, it'll be seamless because it'll just go brink, we're gone, brink, we're back.
Ate's
So
face is just like, it's not that easy. It's not that easy.
Well,
it's actually that easy.
It's
Yeah.
easy, but making sure everything. All right.
anyways,
just more work.
so that being said, this has been the Casual Misfits Gaming Podcast, episode number 30. You can follow us on Twitter at CMG_Gamecast, on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Casual Gaming. Give us those subs on YouTube, please. We got a
those
bunch on
subs.
here. We got a bunch of subscribers on everything else. YouTube is our newest platform, and we don't have
Can't you
100
subscribe
yet.
on YouTube for
What are you
free?
looking for?
Yeah, it's free.
Oh my
free
god,
sub.
subscribe on YouTube.
Subscribe,
oh my God.
please.
All right.
Yeah, it's been the Casual Misfits Gaming Podcast. I am the Dread Pirate, Matt Rojas, a.k.a. the Dread Pirate. We're going to go this way first. On the production side, we had
We have Robert Link, aka Rob Dog.
Rob
Rob
Dog,
Dog,
1994. Or 91.
Oh,
I made him younger.
What am I, 22? What is this?
he looks like a baby anyway.
He is, yeah.
Oh, you guys suck.
Rob Dog, 2016.
Oh yeah.
And to my right, we had.
This has been Chris, aka CMG X Lorian. By the way, it's X11 Orion. Anyway,
No.
X-Lorian.
but
It's
we'll
X
go
Lorian.
with
We
X
changed his name in like the first week of our
follow
podcast.
me on Twitter at CMG X Lorian, please.
No plugs. Go for it.
Please.
And
And-
it looks like Moonville just resubscribed on Twitch. So
Hey.
thank you.
And you
Golf
are
clap.
I'm Mate
Ate,
Rojas.
a.k.a.
The bearded bandit.
a.k.a.
AKA.
a.k.a.
AKA.
Come on.
Come on.
No, jeans.
He
Actually,
didn't say
He-
it.
no, he-
Come on,
he
you gotta
sees he
say
went-
it.
I have
No
one
jeans.
last
No
thing-
jeans.
one last thing to say. I
What?
wanted to save this till the end.
Oh no.
So I recently got in talks with
We
a
were-
company
We're
for
saying
something.
goodbye.
Oh, this is good actually.
And
this is good.
This podcast is never gonna end.
No.
basically what we're having made, if you want one, contact me.
Contact us and we'll let you know.
And basically we started a production on CMG body pillows, starting with, you guessed it, the bearded legend, Ate.
In
No
his
jeans
no
Rojas.
jeans, no problem pose. So if you don't know what that is, we'll post a picture next time. I will post a picture of the body pillow. But-
Oh,
all right,
man.
this has been this Casual Misfits Gaming Podcast, episode number 30.
30.
We made it to 30.
Uh,
We'll see you next week.
yeah.
Will you make it to 30?
Nope.